Hey guys, SlimKirby here, back for more Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. In this video, again, we're not going to make that much progress. This is a very long chapter, but I did manage to cut out a little bit of footage, if you could tell. I actually skipped out what was left of my turn from the last turn, and then I also cut out the enemy turn as well, because the enemies didn't really do anything. Those two Myrmidons just moved forward, and then the Halberdier, that's where all my axe users are, just attacked Boyd, and nothing really happened there, so I thought that footage was a good candidate to be removed, just because nothing really happened there. Okay, we have a warrior right here guarding the treasure, so we'll take it down. First I'll use Rolf to weaken the unit. Or possibly kill him if he activates a critical hit. But he did not. Okay, we'll just finish up with Ike. Oh, and Ike just activated Aether, his special occult skill. And yes, I did equip occult during the base off camera, so that's why he has that equipped. What occult does, or what Aether does, I guess is a better way to put it, is it activates two skills in one attack. It activates both Soul and Luna. Soul, it absorbs HP in the amount of damage you do. So if you're down by 10 HP and then your Soul activates and you did 10 HP, you'll regain all your HP back. And what Luna does is, I think Luna just basically bypasses all the unit's defenses, so I really don't know the formula for figuring out how much Luna would do, but if you use it against a high defensive unit like a general, the general would take a lot of damage from it because he has a lot of defense. You could almost look at Luna as like a weapon like a hammer against a knight or something. I think that's the best way to really explain what Luna does. So yeah, Ike activates both of those in one attack. So he attacks twice. One attack is Soul, and the other attack is Luna. So you'll do a normal hit, and then you'll also do another hit right after it that'll do significantly more damage than the other hit. This skill, Aether, will come in handy, and when I say it'll come in handy, I really mean it, in a battle that we'll be facing later on in the game. Probably around chapter 27, 28. I went ahead and just equipped it now, just so I could talk about it now and get it out of the way. And it could also help us in the future if Ike is all by himself and he's getting his ass handed to him by some units, so. But rarely that'll happen because Ike is a pretty good unit in this game. I'll use Valkyrie against this stupid warrior. I wish Valkyrie could have doubled, though, but we all know how slow generals are. Ooh, a stiletto. That is, I believe, the strongest knife in the game. There might be one that's stronger that I'm forgetting about, but that's like the strongest one you can actually buy in a shop. Or the convoy, for that matter. It's a very powerful knife. I think it does even more damage than what the dagger already does. And I think it also gives you a significantly higher critical rate as well. And that comes in handy, of course. See, gonna guard the little area right here. I probably should have cut out this part of the video too, but I didn't want to do too much editing because I need to start studying for finals soon. I just wanted to take an hour of my time during the day and just work on these videos for Tuesday. And then, you know, just go from there. And then spend the rest of the night just working on studying for finals. The final I'm studying for right now is actually a final for my political science class. And I've gotten basically 100 on the first two exams. And there's 3 exams throughout the whole class. And that's all the grade is based on. Like, we don't get any homework, barely any quizzes, and it's really just 3 exams. And I got a 97 on the first one. Then I got 100 on the second one. And this is the third one. Now, I'm not going to do as well as I did in the first two, I believe. Oh, wait, Mist is promoting. I'll shut up and go to Mist, where we'll have the final promotion of the game. The last look at the sun. And then we have the final... Valkyrie. There we go, guys. Now Mist has a horse, so her movement is increased, and she can also use swords. That's why I gave her the iron sword at the beginning of the chapter. So now, once you equip the iron sword, Mist will be protected at all times, essentially. Maybe not at all times, like... Obviously, she can only do so much with an iron sword, especially with low strength stat. But still, if an enemy attacks her, she'll be able to counterattack a little bit. So, if a weak unit manages to come into contact with Mist, Mist could be able to kill it. So, it's not the most useful bonus to being classed up. Personally, the better movement range is probably the better of the two attributes from her upgrade, but I don't know. I think it's a pretty good upgrade for her. Just remember that she's more of a magic what am I trying to say? She's more of a support unit than an actual fighting unit. Although I have seen some playthroughs of other people who had like a very, very good Mist. Like their Mist could just go into an enemy battle and just mop the floor with everybody. She probably could, like, better than some other units, but I wouldn't say she's, like, the best unit by far. She definitely takes quite a bit of raising to become that good, but still, I wouldn't put her down that much. Okay, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, I did really good in the first two exams for my 3-exam class. And for my last exam, I don't know. The problem with this exam, though, is we didn't get a really good review session like the other two exams. So I don't really know what to expect on the exam itself. So in that fashion, that could actually screw me, but I think having a close to 100% on the other two exams, I think that means I'd really just have to get like a 70 just to still get an A. And I don't know about you, but I think a 70 is actually pretty doable. Yeah, I'll go ahead and attack with Rice. I'm actually kind of surprised. Rice is actually turning out to be very good in this playthrough. Obviously, you can't say that much about him just yet, because he just promoted, like, in, not the last chapter, but the chapter before last. So he's obviously not the best unit right now, but I don't know, I'm actually kind of surprised with him right now. Personally, I've never really used Rice that much, because I always found bishops to not be that effective, but I don't know, Rice is slowly changing my opinion. He is slow, though. That's the one downside to using Rice. He is slow. And as you can see, we have the first wave of reinforcements in the form of 2 fighters and a warrior. So to take care of them, I'm just going to send Ike and Zahark down to meet them. I guess I could have used Volk too, but I wanted to get Volk near the top so I could get the next treasure chests. That's essentially what you're going to want to use Volk for the rest of the game. Although Volk is a really good unit. He'll critical a lot. He'll do a lot of critical attacks. He is a very good unit. Something I want to say about Rice really quickly, though. I made a little error when I was talking about his weapon level. I didn't really realize that light magic and the staff weapon level actually share the same weapon level. So, like, Rice was at a B in staves when I first promoted him. So Rice could already use, like, B light leveled magic already, so that's how the light magic works. It's equivalent to what weapon rating your stabs are at, which I think is very good because for this game especially, units do not raise their weapon level very much. It's a very, very slow process. And it's something you either got to speed up using the arm scrolls or just not really worry about and just have one unit specialize in only one weapon. So I am glad that they did that for light magic in this game. In Radiant Dawn, I believe they gave light magic a separate weapon level. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send Gotri over here to deal with Kassatai. And Nephany, actually. I think both of them will do fine against them. But I need to end the video here. This is SlimKirby. See you next video. Later, guys.